Welcome in, everybody, to another installment of YSN Live Baseball. Here we are at Richard L. Coppola Field in beautiful Austintown, Ohio, and a 60-degree sunny day here as the Columbiana Clippers come into town to take on the Austintown Fitch Falcons. Hello, everyone. Ty Bartell joining you along for the call of tonight's action as we take a look first and foremost at the Falcons starter today on the mound. It's going to be number 22, Jack Knight, the right-handed junior, going to get the call on the start today. Let's take a look at the lineup he's going to be facing today. From the Clippers, Baden Paipoli leads things off. Zachary Pleska batting second. Seth Spooner batting third. Riley McElwain bats cleanup. Alex Eusebio bats fifth. Devin Doherty batting sixth. Colin Kellerman batting seventh. Batting eighth is Brady Kreidler. And batting ninth and rounding things out is Trevor Deering. As Paipoli to lead things off for the 10-2 Clippers coming into today's contest. Both teams sporting double-digit wins on the season. Fitch 13-3, Clippers 10-2. Clippers actually coming in losing their last two after starting out the season 10-0, as the left-handed hitting Paipoli to lead things off as he takes a first pitch strike from Jack Knight, 0-1 to start today's contest. Both teams donning red jerseys with white trim as Paipoli grounds it to short glove, field by Shortino. The throw is on the money as getting some leather on it is Jake Coral for out number one. Grounder to short to start things off. As we take a look at the other defensive players around the infield, catching today, Donovan Bell Sullivan over at first, Jake Coral. Second base is Carson Fuller. Shortstop is Mikey Shortino. Third base, Carter Owens getting this start. Left field is Dom Perry. Center is Brandon Popio. And over in right is Drew Kaschak. As the count starts out 1-0 for Zachary Pleska. Pleska coming in batting .452 on the season and a .575 on-base percentage. He's also the team leader with 3 long balls on the season and also 15 RBIs to his name. That is tied for the team lead. As Knight misses on 3 consecutive above the letters and a favorable count all of a sudden for Pleska as the junior kicks the 3-0. Finding the zone on the inner third. Back in the count, 3-1. Look at Pleska. 14 hits, 7 walks, 2 on the season as he rides that down the third base line. Carter Owens, first ball hit to him on his start today. He's able to glove field and make the long throw across the diamond. Again, Jake Coral gloving fielding for out number 2. Couple of ground outs, and that's exactly what you expect to see out of someone like Jack Knight. Pitches to contact and does a great job at it, hitting his spots as if he lives in the corners becomes a very tough guy to hit. As taking a bounce at the plate is Seth Spooner. Spooner with a couple of home runs on the season, but get this, .643 batting average on the year. .707 on base percentage, just ridiculous numbers for Spooner coming into today's contest. 10 walks, too, on the season, helping sport that on-base percentage as that one in there for a strike count, evens at 1. Also, 8 stolen bases on the season for Spooner. As that one, again, grounded third base side, letting it go foul is Owens, and the count goes to 1-2. Spooner down in the count. Only a junior, too, for this Columbiana Clippers lineup, so you have a lot to be excited for. Another year of eligibility for the right-handed swinger. As Spooner getting the start in right field defensively today. If he's to reach, Riley McElwain, last week's big dog candidate, is on deck as the count goes to 2-2. Spooner, complete type of ball player, do-all type of ball player. Some would say the 5-tool model, as that one cut on missing as Bell Sullivan going to have to recover, make the throw down to first, and it's not going to be recovered in time, so a strikeout but nonetheless still reaching after the strikeout on the passed ball is what you would think that's going to get ruled as. So a strikeout swinging, but still reaching. And there's a runner at first with 2 outs. Jack Knight does get credited with a strikeout, though. Riley McElwain, left-handed swinger, gets a chance now, and boy, oh boy, was he cutting on that one. Tried to send that 1 yard in one swing of the bat, put the Clippers up 2-0. McElwain looks to re-aim now on Knight, shaking off a couple of pitches as he glares over at the runner at first. That's Spooner kicking and firing home, and another cut and another miss. Riley McElwain trying to deposit it in someone's windows in the houses over in right field. 0-2 down in the count now. Jack Knight coming set. The pitch. Nice take. Didn't chase by McElwain for a ball and 2 strikes now. Columbiana gifted the base runner, trying to take advantage of it now. As again drawing a look at first is Spooner. And he's going to step off the rubber. Like we said, Spooner, 8 stolen bases on the season. Is a threat to go, take off. Long appendages, too. I mean, he's able to get in there. Long arms, long legs, too. So if he goes for the dive slide or the traditional slide, you got to try to swipe tag something. Try to beat those long legs as he takes off. It's going to be interesting. Bell Sullivan with a throw down and a quick slide tag, but not in time as Spooner swipes second, gets himself into scoring position now. And with a 2-2 count, Clippers with a chance to get an early advantage here in the top of the first.
Go get him, Jack.
As Jack Knight just needing to focus, getting the last strike at the plate if he can on McElwain. McElwain, a .355 hitter. 421 on base percentage. He's even the count up at 2 and fouls that one. 2-2 the count remains. McElwain, another one of the seniors on this ball club. I believe it's a total of 7, I want to say, on the Columbiana squad. 11 RBIs, too. Big guy in these situations, and how about that 0-2 to 3-2 for McElwain. And now the opportunity to get the Clippers on the board to start. McElwain steps in the box. Knight comes set, and a time called by McElwain. So we await the payoff pitch. Jack Knight now with the count full. That one fouled back, and again, we'll go at 3-2. McElwain going to be the opposing pitcher in today's contest for the Falcons, as trying to help himself out and give himself a run, spot himself a run before he gets featured on the mound in the bottom half of this inning. Again, the payoff, taking on the outside, and what an at-bat by Riley McElwain, working the walk from 0-2 to 3-2. Great at-bat. Runners at first and second. Alex Eusebio now to bat. A .467 hitter. 3 out of the first 5 in the Columbiana lineup batting over .400. And batting over .450 at that, too. As no go. 1-0. Eusebio also with a .600 on-base percentage, working 10 walks. He's the tied for the team lead with 10 walks. Also 10 RBIs, 7 stolen bases. Another guy that can do it all, and only a sophomore for this squad. He has a big opportunity for the Clips. He's up in the count, 1-0. The pitch is out, missing in the opposing batter's box, and Jack Knight falls behind in the count to Eusebio. Trying to spot some runs for the Clippers now. Kicks, fires 2-0, missing, and a really favorable count now for the Clippers right-handed sophomore. 3-0, hitters count. We'll see if Eusebio is all take on this one. And absolutely took it all the way. 3-1 the count. See if the chains are unleashed. And it's swing away time for Eusebio as Knight going to delay it a little bit longer. Steps off the rubber. Comes set. 3-1 is fouled back, and he took his hack on that one. And the count runs full now. We'll see. With the speed you have at second in Spooner, we'll see if you send the runners. McElwain only with 3 stolen bases on the season. Not holding at first, though. We'll see if runners opt to go. They do go. Pitch is thrown, and it is in the turf, and another walk for the Columbiana Clippers. Has the bags full in the first with 2 down. Devin Doherty. Today's DH has 11 hits on the season, 9 RBIs. 344 batting average. Donovan Bell Sullivan to talk things over. Very slight differences in the attires of these teams. You see the Falcons donning the red jerseys with the white bottoms. Sock option is actually navy blue, though. For the Clippers, it's a gray bottom with a red sock. And now there's going to be a talk on the mound. It looks like Coach Paris wants to talk things over with Jack Knight. This meeting on the mound this time around is going to be brought to you by our friends over at iSynergy. Right back here in the top of the first, 2 down, bags full for the Clippers. As a big at bat for Devin Doherty, the first at pitch for him. He's swinging and fouling back. It's 0-1. Columbiana with a prime opportunity to get some runs over on the Falcons heading into the bottom half of this inning. It's a Division III Clippers team garnering respect for the schedule that they face and the wins that they've been able to gather throughout the season as the count draws even for Doherty. A 1-1 now. Doherty taking all the way. It finds the zone. 1-2. Back-to-back walks by Jack Knight. See if he tries to go right at him. As kicking, firing, 1-2. Went with the curve and got the swing. Walking the tightrope and allowing no damage is Jack Knight as he gets a key strikeout with the bags full. As we head to the bottom of the first in a scoreless ball game, Falcons bats getting their first opportunity right after this.
When looking for home design inspiration, don't just be inspired, be Baird inspired. Whether new or remodeling, Baird Brothers has the latest trends like shiplap to refresh your home. Go from inspiration to installation with our wide selection of in-stock American hardwoods. From the rustic charm of antique oak to the warmth of traditional cherry, Baird Brothers has what you need to make your home inspiring. Baird Brothers, our family's heritage, your family's home.
It's storm season.
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
And Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air.
And locally, we're going to have a lot of eyes on our area.
Online.
All right, let's talk high-res futurecast and the timing of this weather.
On social media and on our app.
Notice we'll have scattered showers on Thursday.
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
Welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the first inning, Mikey Shortino, Drew Kaschak, and Joe Roth due up as it is Riley McElwain, the left-hander for the Clippers, as the first pitch to Shortino fouled off 0-1. Go real quickly through this Falcon lineup. It's Mikey Shortino, Drew Kaschak, Joe Roth, Brandon Popio, Donovan Bell-Sullivan, Carson Fuller, Jake Coral, Carter Owens, and Dom Perry. 0-1 missing from McElwain, and it's 1-1. McElwain pitching-wise, 12 1/3 innings pitched, 2-0 record on the season as Shortino hits a sky ball out to left, making the read on it and making the play out in left field, and that's a very hard left field to play to, especially with the sun shining the way it is. Nice play by Deering. We mentioned Deering out there and left. Let's go through the rest of the defense around McElwain today. Catching is Colin Kellerman. Over at first, Brady Kreidler. At second base, it is Eddie Clancy. At short, it's Zachary Pleska. Third base, Alex Eusebio. Then in the outfield, we mentioned Trevor Deering. And left center is Baden Pipoli. And out and right is Seth Spooner. First pitch strike to Drew Kaschak, and it's 0-1. And hit out towards and making the play for out number 2. 2 quick outs. It's going to bring up Joe Roth, DH in today's contest. DHing for the pitcher, Jack Knight. And batting third, lefty-lefty matchup, McElwain. His first pitch to Roth, bouncing in there, 1-0. McElwain has a fastball that he can command really well. Complements in a curveball as well. Sometimes can go to a slider and change. You don't see it too often, though, in his arsenal. As Brandon Popio waiting in the on-deck circle. Roth with 2 outs trying to get something started for Fitch. Riding that one. A rung too high up the ladder. It's 2-0. As Roth goes right back up the middle. Nice base hit for Joe. As 2 outs. Keeps the inning alive for the Falcons.
The center fielder, number 8, Brandon Popio.
Brings up the man who went yard in that conference game against the Boardman Spartans. Great call swirling around YSN that you could find of that one. Popio's been on some sort of tear, though, with the bat. One of the nicest swings, I think. You see as he squares around to bunt, pulls back. Joe Roth going to take that bag standing. Had to duck for cover as artillery was coming in the form of the catcher, Kellerman, with a throw down to second, but not in time. Roth in scoring position for the cleanup hitter of Fitch, Popio. 1-0 the count for him, and Popio goes swinging and fouls it right off. Looks like either the ankle, top of the foot, one of the places you don't want to foul it off. Not a whole lot of muscle protecting there, not a whole lot of fat. It's bone. So the umpire smartly decided it was a good chance to go talk with the pitcher, make sure he was all good too. In that aspect, let Popio walk it off. Count now 1-1. McElwain trying to preserve this scoreless ball game for Columbiana heading into the top of the second. Checking at the runner at second, Roth firing home. Popio riding it down the third base line, but it goes foul well before the bag. 1-2. As the 1-2 pitch to Popio, taken high and tight, 2-2. In this contest, key to the game you got to figure is who can score first is going to be big with the way both of these pitching staffs have been dealing as of late. As the count goes full, Roth is going to move to within 90 feet of today's first run. With a full count, Brandon Popio Chance to get the Falcons on the board. Left-hander against right-hander. McElwain stepping off the rubber. Resumes position, gets his call from Kellerman. The payoff. Popio goes swinging, missing on that one. Losing the ball, it's behind. Roth's going to score. Going to first is Popio. He's going to hold right there. It's 1-0 Falcons. And very similar to what we saw in the first inning from Fitch, they allowed Seth Spooner to reach after a strikeout. That's going to register as a strikeout for Popio, but he reaches after. Donovan Bell Sullivan now to bat with a runner at first, and Falcons gifted a run here in the first. McElwain trying to stop any more damage from crossing. 1-0 the count on Bell Sullivan. Been kind of inserted in permanently in this spot as Donovan Bell Sullivan batting in the 5-hole, and really has shown a lot of promise to Coach Paris's lineup, trying to drop it in on right field, but the right fielder tracking it down that time is Seth Spooner for out number 3. Falcons scratch across today's first run of the ball game. It's 1-0 Fitch. After 1, we go top of the second. Clippers bats coming right back up after this.
Jimmy Sudman here, director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and two of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
The environment in the hospital can be very intense for a patient. Being able to put a smile on their face brightens up my day. I go to Youngstown State University and my passion is nursing. What I love about studying nursing is that it takes you out of the classroom and into the lab. It's really hands-on. The professors here push you to be your absolute best, so if you want it, you gotta work hard for it. I am so excited about my future. I'm Shantiana and I am why I'm proud.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
Welcome back, everybody. Top of the second, just ready to get underway. Columbiana bats coming up. It's the bottom third of the order for the Clippers. Colin Kellerman, Brady Kreidler, and Trevor Deering all getting their first looks today at the right-handed junior Jack Knight for the Falcons. Kellerman, right-handed catcher, batting today against Knight as he takes that first pitch, missing 1-0. Knight getting into some trouble in that first, had the bags full, but ultimately got out of it. Falcons spot him a 1-0 lead to pitch with here in the second as it goes 1-1 off of the foul of Kellerman. Both teams exchanging strikeouts, but runners reaching off of the strikeout. And it was on both pitchers' first strikeout of the game. So some strange parity we're seeing across the board in the first inning from two teams wearing eerily similar uniforms right now. The 2-1 is in there. Strike 2, 2-2 the count. Colin Kellerman trying to get things started for the Clippers. That 2-2 grounded towards third, waiting on it. Carter Owens, glove field. What an arm by the freshman Owens as he put it on a dime, on a line, crossed the dime in for out number 1. With one down now, Brady Kreidler up to bat. 400 hitter is Kreidler. 6 RBIs, 10 base hits, 8 walks, 545 on base percentage for this 8-hole hitter. Bringing up the bottom of the order, the 1-0, as Knight misses with that one, 2-0. Knight able to manufacture outs despite pitching from behind of a lot of batters he's faced this first time through the order. Would certainly like to start pitching in front, you would figure. Knight would love to the second time through, as you know Columbiana is going to make their adjustments and start picking some things out. Count now 2-1. That one bouncing in at the plate. Looks like labor and command with that curve. He's been able to locate it, I believe, one time when he really needed to in that bases loaded jam. Threw a beautiful curveball that got Doherty swinging. But has been laboring with that command as that one finds it, and umpire hooks Kreidler back to the box too. He started back to first. So with the count full, Kreidler, left-hander, awaits his payoff and hits that one on a dime. A nice play by Mikey Shortino with a read. Almost like it was magnetized to the leather. As hit it on the nose, but right at the shortstop today for the Falcons and Shortino. There's 2 down now in the top of the second. Trevor Deering, before the top of the order again, cuts on and misses 0-1. Deering walking 5 times, striking out only 5 times. One of those guys, too. You got your walk numbers right around the same or even higher than your strikeout numbers. You're doing something right in the game, too. Limiting your strikeouts, putting the ball in play. Something a lot of teams would just, they love. They take that any day of the week. The 0-2 pitch, grounding that one third base side, and especially from your 9-hole hitter who brings up that top of the order. Got guys in base in this situation, able to bring or move guys over rather. And also able to work himself on the bags as well, fighting in a lot of at-bats. The 0-2. Taking all the way and tried to freeze him up on it. It's a tad inside from Knight. It's 1-2. As there you go. He was able to freeze him that time as went back to the well did Jack Knight and threw a beautiful curveball on the money for strikeout number 3 on Knight's total for the day. Gets him out of the inning, a 1-2-3 inning at that here in the top of the second. Falcons coming back up to bat with a 1-0 lead right after this.
Mill Creek Metro Parks is launching its first ever co-ed youth NFL flag football league May 14th through June 18th. Registration is now open for 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12U players. All games will be played Saturdays at the Wick Recreation Area. Sign up today and don't miss out on a chance to be part of this surging American youth sport, backed by NFL flag football. Call or register today at millcreekmetroparks.org.
If you can dream it, you can live it. Enjoy outdoor living at its finest with outdoor furniture at Shealy's. Whether hosting picnics or dining al fresco, with outdoor dining sets, you can bring family and friends together. You can create an outdoor oasis for your patio or deck, perfect for relaxing summer evenings. And unwind under the stars when you cozy up to a nice fire. Savor the season with outdoor living at Shealy's. Shealy's, proud partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers and Cleveland Guardians.
Looking over at the softball score, the Austintown Fitch Falcons up on the Columbiana Clippers on the softball diamond, 3-0 between a couple of really quality softball teams. Carson Fuller leads things off here on the baseball diamond for Austintown. It goes Carson Fuller, Jake Coral, and Carter Owens here in the bottom half of the second. Left-handed McElwain Tried to ride that one inside at the shoelaces, 1-1. McElwain, after the strikeout there in the first, he's up to 32 in 13 innings of work. 1-2 the count now on Fuller. 32 strikeouts to just 7 walks. A very good strikeout to walk ratio for the Clippers left-hander. The 1-2, and hitting that right up the middle and right under the glove, getting past the diving shortstop out there for the Clippers, and Pleska as a single perfectly placed by Fuller, and it's a leadoff base hit for Fitch. As Jake Coral taking his first look. As a ball up high, 1-0. As a cut on and missed. I think trying to be the third Falcon. Did a home run in the ballpark as a softball has entered into the field. Trying to pepper the baseball team. The softball's over there. Are the Falcons and Clippers softball team. And what a pickoff move by Riley McElwain. Got him frozen. It looked like the ball was already in the glove by the time Fuller even realized what happened. And that's what you get. A lefty with a great pickoff move. That was exceptional by Riley McElwain. Looked like he was starting for the plate. Didn't balk, though. Didn't balk. Didn't actually start, but that was a heck of a pickoff move. And way to catch a base runner sleeping, honestly, by McElwain, as trying to dispose here of Coral. As Coral grounds at third base side, foul, count 2-2. Erases the base runner for Fitch. And those are the things you don't want to do against this very good Clippers pitching squad. They don't allow many runs as it is. Generate what you can. The 2-2. That one rides down low, 3-2. As Jake Coral with one down now. Looking to get on base with a payoff pitch. Delivering to him. Taking all the way, and he's going to work the walk with a one-out base runner now.
Now batting the third baseman, number 14, Carter Owens.
As Carter Owens up to bat. Falcons looking at this as an opportunity. They could have had runners at first and second, nobody down. But Riley McElwain does a very good job on the mound, keeping himself composed. And he does a good job of keeping base runners close. 0-1 for Carter Owens. Another freshman in this Falcons baseball program. It shows a lot of promise. We got to see him highlighted on the basketball team. It's an athlete that's going to be featured in Austintown schools, you would think, for the next 4 years. As that one is fouled off to right field over the Columbiana dugout. And into the practice football field go one of the Clippers to retrieve it. Count 1-2 on Owens, the freshman, with one on and one down. The pitch takes it all the way. Coral hustles towards second, and he's going to get there safely. Runner in scoring position. The count now 2-2 for Owens. As that 2-2, Owens trying to perfectly place it. He's got speed down the line, but a nice placed throw by the Columbiana second baseman in Clancy for out number 2. It moves Coral to 90 feet away from doubling the Falcon lead, but not before the second out is recorded. Dom Perry, 9-hole hitter. Up to bat, trying to give the Falcons a 2-0 lead. First pitch to Perry, taking all the way. McElwain gets it over the plate for a strike, 0-1. If he's able to reach, Shortino in the top of the order awaits in the on-deck circle. That one missing, 1-1 the count. Couldn't ask for a better day for baseball. 62 degrees. I don't even think I see a cloud in the sky, folks. Beautiful blue skies, beautiful sun shining here, as that one is cut on and missed, and McElwain just one strike away from leaving a runner stranded at third. McElwain getting the call. The kick, the fire, the 1-2. Went back to that curve, bouncing in there, 2-2. 2-2 pitch now. Looks like he's trying to go with that big bender. Having trouble commanding it, though, is the left-hander with the count now full. In the top of the order looming for Fitch. The payoff. Trying to freeze him, and he does. What a pitch by Riley McElwain for strikeout number 2 for the left-hander, as he gets out of the inning without allowing any further damage. Lead remains 1-0 for Fitch, 2 in the books. We go to the top of the third right after this.
I find it exciting to try to find that one car to match with the customer. And to me, that's the fun of it, and it's kind of a challenge. And I want them to know that their best interest is what I have in my heart. I get to meet new people every day, listen to their conversations, become friends with these people. I think they see I genuinely care and really want the best for them at that, when they're in here. And so far, that's my favorite thing. I'm Justin Coulter, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you.
Welcome back, everybody. To the top of the third we go, and to the top of the order we go to. For the Clippers, Baden Pipoli getting his second look against Knight. Pipoli, 15 stolen bases on the season. That leads the Clippers lineup 1-0. He's also one of those guys, you mentioned guys that walk more than they strike out. He's one of those guys, 8 walks, 6 strikeouts on the season. 488 on-base percentage. When he gets on base, first base becomes second base real quick, turns singles to doubles, as that one is fouled to the Columbiana dugout fence, and the count to 1-1. Pipoli grounded to short his first time up. Looking to get something started as the Clippers trailing by just the 1. It's Baden Pipoli, Zachary Pleska, Seth Spooner, meat and heart of the order. Pleska, the 452 hitter, and Spooner, 643. Columbiana is arguably best chance to get this run back, and probably the guy you don't want to gift first base is Pipoli, as the hit by pitch will send him just there.
Number 12, Zachary Pleska.
With nobody down, and Zachary Pleska coming up. 575 on base percentage, but 15 RBIs. Both Pleska and Spooner with their 15 RBIs, 30 combined between the both of them. They both are tied for the team lead. Very quick on the bases. Pipoli gets his lead at first. Knight checks on him. Pipoli takes off, first pitch swinging as the throw down to second. is safe as trying to get it on the money. A close play, but Paipoli does sneak in the left arm as a great snag of second, I guess I should say, for the stolen base. Paipoli giving Pleska an opportunity to tie this ball game up. Pleska grounding to third, his first trip to the plate. That first one is a ball, or second pitch I should say, in the count is a ball, 1-1 now on Pleska. Knight stares down the runner at second, the 1-1. And Pleska, sky ball, third base side, dropping and making the play in fair territory, I might add, out in left field is Dom Perry for out number 1.
Number 44, Seth Spooner.
No advancement that time from Paipoli. He stays at second. Seth Spooner, though, we mentioned 643 hitter coming into this one. 707 on base percentage. Ridiculous numbers across the board for Spooner. Also 15 RBIs like we mentioned. 10 walks to just 1 strikeout on the season. Walks 10 times for every time he struck out on the year. Just fantastic numbers. A guy that puts the ball in play. And I think the infield realizing that, and they're going to talk. Coach Paris not emerging from the dugout. This is strictly the infield having a meeting on the mound. Maybe and possibly potentially drawing up a play here if Paipoli elects to break for third, or just talking situational baseball here. You know you have a guy in Spooner, like we mentioned, only 1 strikeout on the season. He puts the ball in play often, to the tune of a 643 average. And that's just the balls that are dropping in play, not accounting for the balls that he's hitting that are hitting into outs. Contact percentage ridiculous. The 0-0 to Spooner all the way, 1-0. Bringing up a good point there, too, that Falcons might just elect to pitch around Spooner, elect to go for a double play. Spooner has some good speed. You got Riley McElwain batting behind him. Average speed, you would say, for McElwain. Falling behind 2-0 to Spooner. The pitch. Taking all the way, getting back into the count, though, as a strike is located, 2-1. Paipoli extending his lead, the 2-1. Went right back to the well with that big breaker, and he located it on the outer third of the plate. Count evens at 2 to the big hitter in Columbiana lineup. See if he goes back to it again. Tying run takes its lead off second. The 2-2 is hit shortstop side. Shortino waits on it. Gloves, Fields throws across the diamond to retire. Spooner trying to double up, but Paipoli getting back to the bag safely. There's now 2 down here in the top of the third. Grounder to short for Spooner. Bringing up Riley McElwain. McElwain walking and reaching his first time up. McElwain, 421 on base percentage, 355 hitter coming into today. 11 RBIs, swinging at the first pitch, it goes foul, 0-1. Columbiana had the bags loaded in the first, went 1-2-3 in order in the second, and been able to work the tying run here to second here in the third. As runner takes off for third, and a half-hearted swing goes right back to the pitcher Knight, who gloves Fields, tosses on to the first baseman Coral for out number 3. Columbiana strands the tying run in scoring position as the pitcher's duel continues. Riley McElwain to be featured against the Falcons coming up in the bottom half of the third right after this.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Every customer has a story, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
To the bottom of the third we go, but to the top of the order we go as far as the Falcons lineup is concerned. Mikey Shortino, Drew Kashchak, Joe Roth due up in this bottom half of the inning for Fitch. As the first pitch from McElwain going to be featured here in this third inning of work. 1-0 the count. Shortino flying out to left field his first time up. Taking 2 consecutive and working ahead in the count against Columbiana's left-hander. McElwain looking to get back into the count. That one misses 3 straight now as Shortino works himself into a very favorable hitter's count at 3-0. As the 3-0 pitch in there for a strike, 3-1. As number 1 for the Falcons. Let them know about the old number 1. The 3-1 count. Missing up high for a walk and a leadoff base runner for Fitch.
Now batting the right fielder, number 11, Drew Kashchak.
Take that one and double it as we got Drew Kashchak coming up to plate now. He flew out to right field his first time up, taking that first pitch for a strike, 0-1. Getting ahead of the right-handed batter Kashchak after walking the leadoff man as McElwain. Again, a beautiful pickoff move, and again getting the Falcons tied up as it's going to be a tag out of Mikey Shortino for the out. And there's going to be an argument coming in from Joe Paris, the Falcons coach, going to have a conversation with the infield umpire, maybe wanting to bring the home field umpire here. We'll see what the discussion results in, but looks like there's going to be maybe a meeting. We'll see if Coach Paris can politician his way to a conversation. He says, there you go, you two talk to each other, and these two are going to talk to each other, and we're going to get a call. You can't obstruct the baseline. And the call, I believe, is safe over at the bag at second.
Count blue.
As Coach Wolf now pleading his case to the infield umpire. And that's just one of those cases where you just wish you make the right call, because when you have to change something, that's when you always get a little bit of people that don't like that too. You get those attitudes that they don't want you changing too many calls too. You just want to be right in the call. But to the umpire's credit, they got together. They made the right one on the field as a bunt attempt for Kashchak, and laying down a beauty left-hander. McElwain tried to throw it on the money. turning and burning from third and scoring the second run for Fitch. Kashchak safe at first. It's 2-0 Austintown. Credit McElwain, though, too. I mean, nothing wrong on McElwain's part on the pickoff attempt to Shortino. Once again, had Mikey Shortino 10 to rights. That's the second Falcon he caught with that pickoff move. It was more the play broke down after the pickoff attempt, but McElwain, again, dangerous with that pickoff move. And Kashchak, you got to figure, going to be taking an extra look as Roth tried to double the lead for the Falcons again. Connects with that kind of swing. Going to need some better roof insurance on those homes over there sitting on Falcon Drive. Pitch is high. Kashchak taken off, and the throw down safe is the call for Kashchak. He swipes the bag. Stolen base for Austintown. Count goes to 1-1 now, as Roth with the RBI opportunity for Fitch. Able to scratch across another run. It's 2-0 Austintown here in this inning after they scored the initial one in the first. Pull back of the bunt attempt. He throws right back to the mound. It's 2-1. As the 2-1. As taking all the way, 3 balls and a strike now for Joe. Big RBI man for this Falcons order. He had a base hit his first time up. 1 for 1 on the day. The throw back down to second. And trying to track it down was Pleska. He kept it in front of him. But getting back in safely was Kashchak.
Gotta come.
Hitters count 3-1 to Roth. Roth getting a piece of it, hitting it to the left center field gap. It's in the gap, trying to dive and make a play. It's down, though. Roth turning and burning. He's going to dig for 3, and he's going to slide in there safely with an RBI triple. 3-0 Fitch. Nobody out still to note for Austintown, and that is a big RBI hit for Joe Roth. Looks like Roth just went in that bag hard. He's walking it off, though. He was down for a second. Just knee probably caught the edge of that bag on the slide in. Never feels good, too, when you slide over the bag like that. So they're going to let him walk it off. Coach Paris is the DH in today's contest. Big RBI. Joe Roth able to manufacture, and that gives the Falcons a 3-0 lead. We'll see. They're going to bring him out for a courtesy runner if he's good to go. The leg pretty much needs to be off if you want to bring Joe off of the field, though. As I'm pretty sure even if the leg was off, he'd find a way to just throw some glue on it and still be out there at third. Runner at third, nobody out, trying to go right back to it. Great play by McElwain. Looked Roth back to third. Tosses Popio out at first. 1 down.
Stepping in, the catcher, number 24, Donovan Bell-Sullivan.
As Riley McElwain, it's a big out in the grand scheme of things. You're looking at nobody out, getting 2 runs over, runner at third, getting that first out does wonders for confidence. Trying to go 2 for 2 on back-to-back outs as the fly ball out to right. Going to be interesting. Running home is Roth looking for the tag in advance, and he's going to score. And a 3 spot being put up here by Austintown in the bottom of the third. Sack fly RBI for Donovan Bell-Sullivan, and it's why you love having him at that 5-hole spot. He's really added another depth to this Falcons batting order, protecting Popio in that cleanup spot. Really bright spot, as well as he backup catcher, serves as a DH, as Coach Paris has often said too. Keep hitting the way you will. I'll find a place for you, as that one is hit out to left field in a diving attempt. Did he hold on? Yes, he did. What a play out in left field. Trevor Deering hits the seat of his pants, holds on for out number 3, and ends the Falcons inning, and robs Carson Fuller of extras. What a play by the Clippers left fielder, as Fitch gets 3 more across. It's a 4-0 Falcons lead after 3. We go to the top of the 4th. Columbiana looking for some response runs right after this.
If you can dream it, you can live it. Enjoy outdoor living at its finest with outdoor furniture at Shealy's. Whether hosting picnics or dining al fresco, with outdoor dining sets, you can bring family and friends together. You can create an outdoor oasis for your patio or deck, perfect for relaxing summer evenings. And unwind under the stars when you cozy up to a nice fire. Savor the season with outdoor living at Shealy's. Shealy's, proud partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers and Cleveland Guardians.
We are Kent State in the Valley. Start and finish one of more than 25 bachelor's or associate degree programs, or start one of Kent State's 280 majors. With low tuition, public, and plenty of scholarship opportunities, we will help you maximize your education and minimize student debt. Enjoy the benefits of a smaller campus with all the opportunities of a large university. Save money, stay close to home. Apply today by visiting kent.edu/Trumbull.
Welcome back, everybody. To the top of the 4th we go. Alex Eusebio leads things off for Columbiana, right-handed bat for the Clippers against Jack Knight, pitching with a little bit sizable margin of a lead at 4-0, but certainly game is far from over. Clippers just needing to look for some offense, as that one bounces in, and the count goes 1-1. As 7-0 is the lead for the Falcons softball team over Columbiana, right across the way. Full day in the ballpark, beautiful day in the ballpark too. Can't stretch it enough. As over here at Richard L. Coppola Field, trying to lead things off, Eusebio grounds to Shortino. The throw across the diamond, another great routine play by Mikey Shortino, and that's the things that sometimes you don't get enough credit for too. And making the routine plays, making it look routine, is a lot easier said than done, and Shortino's really locked down the shortstop position on a beautiful day. Seems like everything hit his way. Like a planet orbit-wise, brings everything in, takes care of it, 1 down. First pitch now goes to Devin Doherty, struck out swinging his first time up. Total of 4 grounders to short, all taken care of by Shortino today. Doherty, the DH for Eddie Clancy today for the Clippers. Takes that one as it bounces in. Count goes to 1-1. So we said both these teams coming in double-digit wins. 13-3 Falcons, 10-2 Columbiana, and a nice breaker by Knight. Finds the zone and gets Doherty down in the count, 1-2. Jack Knight gets his call, kicks, fires, and that one bouncing in right around 59 feet, it looked like, for ball 2, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch now from Knight, and Got him swinging at that one for strikeout number 4 as the throw down to first is completed, and maybe a lot closer than intended for Donovan Bell-Sullivan. You see him smiling about it too, as the lob throw barely gets the runner at first. But the strikeout, like we said, is strikeout number 4 for Jack Knight on the day. Second one for Doherty brings up Kellerman. Grounded to third his first time up. Swings at that first pitch. Looks like he's going to deposit it. No, a nice running catch by the right fielder, Kashchak, tracking it down for out number 3. A nice 1-2-3 inning for Jack Knight to retire the Clippers in order here in the top of the 4th. 4-0 Falcons lead remains as they look to add on in the bottom half of the inning right after this.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsurancesolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
Welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the 4th inning coming up for you. Jake Coral, Carter Owens, Dom Perry, bottom of the order for the Falcons due up here in the 4th inning. Falcons grabbing a 4-0 lead after tacking on 3 more runs after the initial first run was scored in the bottom of the 1st. Jake Coral's first pitch is swinging. He fouls it off to the right side out of play just beyond the Columbiana dugout. As Coral walked in his first plate appearance. Taking all the way on the 0-1, it's 1-1 the count. Jake Coral, also widely known for running Austintown Fitch Barstool Fitch, I should say, as that pitch finding the zone 1-2. Can hear all about that and more on the player profile we did with Jake Coral on ysnlive.com as the grounder is to short, gloving, fielding. Pleska tried to throw it on the money. Did he tag the bag? Yes, he did. What a play by the Clippers first baseman Kreidler. Took the wide throw by Pleska, helped him out, gave him the assist, swipe tagged the bag to retire Jake Coral out number 1. Carter Owens grounded to second his first time up. Second at bat against the left-handed pitching McElwain. First pitch from McElwain is fouled to the right side, 0-1. As McElwain now 0-1. Nice contact by Owens, looking to drop it in, but a nice read by the right fielder for Columbiana that time. And Spooner for out number 2.
Now batting the left fielder, number 9, Dom Perry.
As Carter Owens, you know those are going to start falling eventually for the young man as a quick swing. Makes good contact. Spooner had a heck of a read on it. 2 down now for McElwain as he gets ahead of Dom Perry. Perry struck out looking. Part of the pair of strikeouts McElwain has worked on the day, the 0-1. Missing on the outside, 1-1. 1-1 now. As a nice hit by Perry, trying to drive it to center, but again making a great play. Columbiana's outfield locks things down as Baden Pipoli that time retires Perry for out number 3. As going in order are the Falcons here in the 4th. 1, 2, 3. Columbiana bats getting another opportunity right after this.
I find it exciting to try to find that one car to match with the customer. And to me, that's the fun of it, and it's kind of a challenge. And I want them to know that their best interest is what I have in my heart. I get to meet new people every day, listen to their conversations, become friends with these people. I think they see I genuinely care and really want the best for them at that, when they're in here. And so far, that's my favorite thing. I'm Justin Coulter, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you.
We are Kent State in the Valley. Start and finish one of more than 25 bachelor's or associate degree programs, or start one of Kent State's 280 majors. With low tuition, public, and plenty of scholarship opportunities, we will help you maximize your education and minimize student debt. Enjoy the benefits of a smaller campus with all the opportunities of a large university. Save money, stay close to home. Apply today by visiting kent.edu/Trumbull.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
To the top of the 5th inning we go. It's Brady Kreidler, Trevor Deering, and then to the top in Baden Pipoli to start against Jack Knight, who's out to go for his 5th inning of work. Shutout baseball to this point. He's been pitching a heck of a ball game, no doubt. As that pitch missing for a ball, 1-1 the count now. As Knight has bent but hasn't broken at points here, but Columbiana going to work with a leadoff base hit here. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe the first base hit to the Clippers' credit today. So no hitter carried through 4 for the Falcons right-hander, and I think that might do it. We'll see, though. Discussion coming up by Coach Paris, and it is. They took him out. They were letting the no-hitter happen. It was a quiet no-hitter, but a round of applause for Jack Knight. A great performance at that. 4 innings pitch of scoreless baseball against a very good Clippers lineup. But Mason Petridis, the freshman, I believe, for the Falcons, is coming on. Likely to try to get some work and potentially finish things out. He's had some great starts and a great feature for these Falcons pitching staff. So this pitching change is going to be brought to you this time around by Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. We'll be back right after this.
When looking for home design inspiration, don't just be inspired, be Baird inspired. Whether new or remodeling, Baird Brothers has the latest trends like shiplap to refresh your home. Go from inspiration to installation with our wide selection of in-stock American hardwoods. From the rustic charm of antique oak to the warmth of traditional cherry, Baird Brothers has what you need to make your home inspiring. Baird Brothers, our family's heritage, your family's home.
60 years ago, Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods began with 3 siblings, a hand-set sawmill, and a few local orders. And while business has certainly changed over the years, what has not are our principles of hard work, craftsmanship, and commitment to quality. At Baird Brothers, we're proud to put our name on the products we create, from moldings and doors to flooring and lumber. Thank you for 60 great years. We look forward to 60 more. Baird Brothers, for the place you love.
reliability, innovation, scale. These three values are those we look forward to in our business and in our team. If you're ready for a reliable employer who looks constantly to think outside the box in big ways, we're ready for you. Apply now. Help us push the envelope and deliver success. Envelope 1. Take that.
Welcome back, everybody. Mason Petridis now taking over on the mound for the Falcons with a runner at first and nobody down. His first pitch missing for a ball. Trevor Deering. Then the top of the order coming up for Columbiana. As Petridis trying to come back with a strike, misses again, 2-0. Fitch softball maintaining a 7-0 lead over Columbiana, just across the way at the ballpark today. 2-0 from Petridis, finding the zone back in the count, 2-1. Deering struck out looking his first time up. Pitch is fouled back and count evens at 2-2. Mentioned the Falcons, 16 games under their belt, despite the adverse weather that the season has presented. Columbiana doing a great job too, with a dozen games under their belt to this point. As the 2-2 coming up, Petridis trying to ride it up high, misses, and the count runs full for Deering. See if the runner, Kreidler, will be off at first. Kreidler with a pair of stolen bases on the season. He has his lead at the bag at first. Runner takes off. The payoff is hit third base side. Glove field, Carter Owens. Again, a nice throw and a nice dig out by Jake Coral for out number 1. Runner moves into scoring position with 1 down. Ben Pipoli back to the top of the order for the left-hander. Pipoli grounding to short and getting hit by a pitch in today's contest. He has a runner in scoring position, Pipoli, with 8 RBIs out of the leadoff spot on the year. Takes that first pitch from Petridis as a strike, 0-1. Great crowd at the ballpark today, both the baseball and softball fields. Getting generous love from both the Austintown and Columbiana communities. And great day for baseball and softball, and both communities are certainly embracing it. As a grounder to short, throw across the diamond, and another play made to look routine from the Falcons shortstop, Shortino. But looks like there's going to be a talk between umpires. Infield umpire called out. I didn't see if the home plate umpire had a different call, but the home plate umpire is initiating the discussion. So we're going to see what it's going to be. Safe is the call over at first base. So I would think that's going to go as a base hit then. Yeah, infield single. Runner does advance to third. It's runners at the corners, only 1 down. As the single for Pipoli. As Zachary Pleska, big opportunity for the meat of the order of the Clippers as that first pitch taken, a ball up high. Pleska, the 452 hitter, Spooner, the 643 hitter. That's the hitter currently at the plate and awaiting in the on-deck circle with only 1 down. Best opportunity for Columbiana to get back into this one. The 1-0 coming up from Petridis. No, a step off the rubber, drawing the runner back to first without a throw. Count remains 1-0. Pleska grounding to third, flying out to left on the day, keeping everything on the left side of the field. Been pull heavy. as swinging and fouling off the 1-0 pitch, 1-1. Columbiana has their first run sitting 90 feet away. And the tying run waiting in the on-deck circle. That is if Pleska is able to reach. 1-1, no, throw over to first, and just keeping that runner close over at first in Paipoli. We mentioned Paipoli has 15, actually mark at 16 stolen bases after what he was able to do today with a stolen bag. So 16 stolen bases, and well, playing his 13th game today, so 16 and 13 games, over 1 stolen base a game, and he wreaks havoc on the base paths once he reaches. Trying to avoid allowing 2 into scoring position is Petridis, keeping a close eye on Paipoli at first. Again, the throw over to first. Again, keeping Paipoli close with the dive. Paipoli taking his lead off the bag at first. Petridis, the long hold, fires home and fires in a strike. That was great job of manipulating the timing by Mason Petridis that time. And that's an experienced level pitching play that you're seeing from a freshman out there too. Throwing over a couple of times and then just holding the baseball and playing with that base runner's timing. And again, a quick snap throw. So good, though, is Paipoli in playing that cat and mouse game and really drawing those throws, sliding under tags. He does a great job of manipulating the pitcher. This is a fun cat and mouse game to watch. Paipoli takes off, but the foul that time looked like hit and run might have been on as Pleska reached out and got a piece of it. Count stays 1-2. As we mentioned, the big hitter in this Columbiana lineup, Seth Spooner, has taken his place on the on-deck circle. Runners at the corners. Falcons trying to maintain their 4-0 lead. Mason Petridis coming in of relief of night here in the 5th. Did he go? And they say, yes, he did. A registered strikeout for Mason Petridis, his first of the day and the 5th for Falcon pitching. Big strikeout there. As retired is Pleska. 2 down. Runners at the corners, but potentially the hardest out in the Columbiana lineup. And Donovan Bell Sullivan wants to talk things over with his pitcher on the mound. We'll run through the line real quick for Seth Spooner. .643 average, 2 home runs, 15 RBIs, a .707 on-base percentage, 10 walks, 1 strikeout, 8 stolen bases. Just phenomenal numbers across the board for the Columbiana junior. Got this production look forward to for another year from Spooner, batting in that 3-hole today for the Clippers. Biggest opportunity since the first with the bags full for Columbiana, taking all the way. Pitch is down and breaking in that time. As we saw, covering the bag was Shorentino. Breaking in was Fuller, and fielded that about halfway in between the pitcher and the shortstop, and basically making sure no advancement from the runner at third. They gave Paipoli second. It's runners at second and third now with 2 out. Strategy play by the Falcons. Playing the law of averages, the 1-0 pitch to Spooner. But now, essentially, with first base open, Mason Petridis doesn't have to pitch to Spooner, and I like to go to McElwain now. Riley McElwain, still a guy with 11 RBIs that can hurt you. So it's kind of pick your poison in a sense, as good play that time by the Falcons. Not pulling the trigger was Petridis. You saw breaking in that time. If you missed it, Carson Fuller covers the bag at second. and then retreats off of it. But as soon as he's retreating, almost at the same timing, Shortino breaks for the bag and tries to sneak in the back door for a throw to second. The 2-0 delivery and 3-0, and now it just becomes a question, do you intentionally put him on? If you do that, though, tying run does reach the plate with Riley McElwain. Let's see if it's the intentional walk, the 3-0. Taking all the way and giving that time was Spooner. It's 3-1. Spooner with a favorable hitter's count, trying to cut this deficit in half, the 3-1. Taking all the way, a nice pitch by Petridis. He's gotten himself back into the count. Full 3-2. Coming set is Petridis. Big pitch coming up to Spooner. Spooner swings and misses. What a strikeout by Mason Petridis. He goes back-to-back with the K's in the meat of the Columbiana order. Strikes out Pleska, strikes out Spooner, both swinging. What a start for Mason Petridis as he pitches a clean 5th inning and maintains a 4-run advantage for the Falcons. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. As we said, Fitch maintaining a 4-0 lead. Ty Bartell, YSNLive.com to be back right after this.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
Bottom of the 5th inning, as it's the top of the order. Mikey Shortino, Drew Kashjak, and Joe Roth. Shortino flew out to left and walked in his 2 plate appearances today. Riley McElwain, pitch home, fouled off, 1-1. Some great pitching, and aside from the 3 spot that the Falcons put up in the bottom of the 3rd, not a whole lot of offense we've seen from either team. It's going to be a trouble ball as it's going to bounce in at second base, and it's going to be in there for a base hit.
Now batting the right fielder, number 11, Drew Kashchak.
A single for Mikey Shortino. 1 for 2 day for the Falcons leadoff man as Drew Kashchak coming up. Kashchak flew out to right, reached on an error to the pitcher. Nice glove by McElwain. The throw to second, though, off of the mark, and both runners are safe, as right now it feels like Drew Kashchak is Riley McElwain's kryptonite. McElwain actually fields a really good position at the pitcher spot after the ball is released, and he snagged that one, got leather on it, credit him there. But the throw just off the money to second, looking to double it up, and runners now at first and second, nobody down, And there's going to be a meeting on the mound. This meeting, this time around for YSN, going to be brought to you by Greenwood Chevrolet in Austintown.
Every customer has a story, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the 5th inning. Runners at first and second. Riley McElwain stays on the mound. Joe Roth, a single and an RBI triple on the day, 2 for 2. Shortino at second. Cash Jack at first. Nobody down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The pitch. And showing bunt pulling back 1-0. The pitch again missing, a bit up high, 2-0. Favorable count for Roth. We'll see if McElwain and the Clippers elect to give Roth anything in the zone. The 2-0. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch from McElwain. Back in the count, 2-1. As again pulling back, drawing the first baseman on the squeeze attempt. It's 3-1. Hitters count with a threat of loading the bases for Brandon Popio, the cleanup hitter. McElwain's 3-1 to Roth, in there for a strike, and he gets back in the count. Digging for this first out is McElwain, trying to find it. One pitch away from getting his first retired batter, the payoff. Taking all the way, and a good eye and a good at-bat by Joe Roth as he works the walk, and the bags are full.
Stepping in for the Falcons, the center fielder, number 8, Brandon Popio.
Strikeout that Popio reached on a pass ball in the first, and a ground out. And a ground out to the pitcher, McElwain, on the day. First pitch to Popio, taken for a strike, 0-1. A lot of trouble Clippers are in right now with the bags full and nobody out. Brandon Popio cuts on. Pitch down into the turf, and it goes to 0-2. And time called by the home plate umpire, checking on the catcher for the Clippers in Kellerman, making sure he's okay. He says he's ready to go. Count 0-2 on Popio. McElwain looking to get this key first out here in the bottom half of the 5th. The 0-2 taking up high, 1-2. The pitch again bouncing in, and no run as it took a clean ricochet, and that's what you honestly need to watch out for here at Richard L. Coppola Field, is that backstop, it could take a nice ricochet right back to the catcher, and you got to really watch it, especially if you're coming from third. A good read by Shortino. He holds up there. The 2-2 now from McElwain as a nice hit on the money past a diving shortstop in Pleska. Runners looking to advance and getting the force out at third. Run will score. It's 5-0 Falcons, but getting the first out of the inning as Pleska makes a good baseball play, high IQ play too, realizing he couldn't gun the runner at home, but still forced the lead runner out and got that first out, keeping the double play in order for Columbiana to still try to get out of this inning. Donovan Bell Sullivan, fly out to right, and a sac fly. The throw to third and snagging the bag safely. Joe Roth. 2 in scoring position now, with a count 1-0 to Donovan Bell Sullivan. As a hit to the outfield, looking to bring home another with a sac fly. Gloving and fielding out and left, the throw home. Not going to be in time. Roth going to cross the plate. 6-0 Fitch. Another sac fly, RBI, his second one of the day, and that, again, prime example of why you keep Donovan Bell Sullivan in that 5-hole. Puts the ball in play, generates runs even with outs. That's what you call productive outs. He got 2 on the day, 6-0 Fitch. With another in scoring position, Carson Fuller, a single, and flying out to left, swinging on the first pitch, pop fly, shortstop Pleska ventures out as he backpedals and makes the catch for out number 3. As the Falcons get 2 more across, it's 6-0 Fitch with 5 innings in the books. We go to the top half of the 6th inning right after this as Columbiana tries to get some offense on the board.
Reliability, innovation, scale. These 3 values are those we look forward to in our business and in our team. If you're ready for a reliable employer who looks constantly to think outside the box in big ways, we're ready for you. Apply now. Help us push the envelope and deliver success. Envelope 1. Take that one extra step.
You can see these players, get to know these names, get to know these coaches at a more personal level than truly you ever did before. And I think YSN has been a big influential factor in bringing us that level of personal connection that we haven't seen any other company truly be able to do. If my legacy goes down as being the voice of the Austintown Fitch Falcons, I can hang my hat on that and be proud of it at the end of the day. My name is Ty Bartell, and my sports network is your sports network.
Every customer has a story, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Top of the 6th inning here, Mason Petridis back out to pitch for the Austintown Fitch Falcons as we go into Riley McElwain, Alex Eusebio, Devin Doherty due up for the Clippers. On the softball side of things, your final today, Austintown Fitch 7, Columbiana 1, as the Falcons continue to gather wins on this season with a nice one over the Clippers softball squad today right across the way here in Austintown. But a good game nonetheless from Columbiana, forcing Fitch to go 7-2. The 0-1 pitch in their 0-2. Both these Clippers teams, no doubt, can compete with schools at any divisional level, both the baseball and softball side of things. The pitch now to McElwain, missing 1-2. Mason Petridis came in with a jam at runners at the corners, got consecutive strikeouts of the two of the biggest bats, I should say, in this Columbiana order, in Zach Pleska and Seth Spooner consecutively. The 1-2, rode it into the turf, couldn't draw a chase from McElwain, count evens at 2. As McElwain swing and a miss, strike 3, another strikeout for Mason Petridis. 3 consecutive now for the Falcons freshman right-hander. Eusebio, 467 hitter and a 600 on-base percentage. Some great numbers across the board. 10 RBIs, 10 walks, 3 strikeouts, 7 stolen bases. Just a sophomore, so expect big things. This Columbiana lineup just does it different, it seems like, with not only their schedule, just with the talent that they're able to bring in. And you credit a lot of just the youth programs and what Coach Wolf has just been able to do with the Clippers. And his name is synonymous with Columbiana baseball, no doubt. As the count now 1-1. Eusebio walking and grounding to short in his 2 plate appearances today. The 1-1 is he takes that one all the way. 1-2 the count. Petridis gets ahead in it. Petridis searching for the second out. The 1-2 grounded to third. Glove field. Owens with the throw across the diamond, off of the money and off the mark. Safe at first is Alex Eusebio. Was a close play at the bag nonetheless, but Columbiana now with a 1-out base runner. So with a runner now at first, it's Carson Doda getting the pinch hit appearance for Devin Doherty out of the DH spot. Right-handed batter with a runner at second. Off of the advancement of the error, pitch high and tight, and taking off for third and going to get there safely without a throw to third is Eusebio. Columbiana's first run sitting 90 feet away. As Carson Doda. .478 on base percentage on the season. Looking to get some more ducks on the pond is the Clippers. As Clippers have had their opportunities throughout the game, just haven't been able to capitalize on them. We had runners at the corners in last inning in the bottom of the 5th. Bags were full in the bottom of the 1st, or top of the 1st, I should say. And the top of the 5th as that one taken all the way for a strike. Back in the count now, 3-1 is Petridis. The 3-1 taken for a strike consecutively. The count is full. Deep breath from Petridis, the payoff. And that one is fouled back by Doda. Count stays full. Doda with his first at-bats here, trying to bring home the first Clipper run of the ball game. Again, the payoff. Trying to slap it right up the middle. Going to be a tough play. Looks like he's going to do so. Trade the out for the run as Shortino gets the out at first. One comes home for Columbiana. It's 6-1 Fitch. So the RBI going to get tacked to Doda for a fielder's choice.
Number 3, Colin Kellerman.
As Colin Kellerman grounds to third, flew out to right. And his 2 at-bats today. Petritas with 2 down and the bag's empty. Trying to hold on to a 5-run lead. The grounder to Owens as Carter Owens gloving, fielding, and making the play after the error earlier in the inning for out number 3. As Columbiana scratches across their first run of the ball game, Fitch holding on to a 6-1 lead. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning right after this. Ty Bartel, ysnlive.com, coming back at you right after this.
You're here to be part of something bigger, to make things happen. For you, college is about knowledge being shared and learning experiences that aren't limited to the classroom. On campus, you want to matter. It's about engaging every day, building relationships with students, with mentors, with the community, in the heart of a reinvented city. We are that something bigger. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
They say American craftsmanship is making a comeback. Of course, at Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods, it never went away.
People are floored by Baird Brothers' authentic hardwood floors. They stare at our stairs and adore our doors. Baird Brothers reflects 3 generations of family craftsmanship. Visit our huge in-stock selection in person or at BairdBrothers.com.
Baird Brothers, our family's heritage, your family's home.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the 6th inning. Pinch hitter today for Carson Fuller. It's going to be Brandon Stevenson as a new pitcher on the mound for Columbiana. It's number 14, Brady Kreidler, the senior lefty. Replace a lefty with another lefty. Like we said, Columbiana has so much success in the UAC and just in baseball in general. You wonder where the Clippers farm these baseball players, especially having 2 lefties going back-to-back. I think you got plenty of teams around the area wondering how'd you do that. 1-1 the count. Stevenson with his first looks and hacks in the box today. Tried to ride it in at the knees. Bit too low for Kreidler. 2-1. Coming set, the 2-1. Taking all the way, 3-1 the count now on Brandon Stevenson. Stevenson worked the hitter's count, the 3-1, taking all the way back into the count is Kreidler at 3-2. And cutting on and missing is Stevenson, and how about that, working back for the strikeout. Great pitching that time around for Kreidler. Chase Lombard batting for Jake Coral. And we also see stepping into the on-deck circle, Christian Latone stepping into the on-deck circle for Carter Owens. As Chase Lombard down to the count, 0-1 after the foul back off of Kreidler. Kreidler, the lefty, coming set, deals. Brought that curve in there, and it was a beauty, 0-2. Lombard now. Did he hold up? And the call is a swinging strike for back-to-back strikeouts now of Kreidler. Out number 2 as he retires Lombard on the K. Christian Latone getting his first swings now, batting for Carter Owens. Nobody warming up in the Falcons bullpen, so for all intents and purposes, the Falcons going to be showing Mason Petridis in that 7th inning. Looking for 3 innings of work from the freshman right-hander as the count 0-1 on Latone. The pitch went back to the breaker. That one, no call, 1-1. With a count 1-1, Kreidler setting, delivering, hit on the money to a short, gloving, fielding, throwing, nice throw across the diamond for out number 3 as the Falcons are set down in order by Brady Kreidler as Columbiana's last opportunity at the sticks coming up with the top of the 7th right after this.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Mill Creek Metro Parks invites you to join them for a second season of youth soccer, May 7th through June 18th. A 6-week program featuring 6 games plus a tournament at the Wick Recreation Area. 5, 7, 9, and 11U players can register now. Sign up and don't miss your chance to join a team. Youth soccer at Mill Creek Metro Parks. Call or register today at millcreekmetroparks.org.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
Welcome back, everybody. Top of the 7th inning as the Falcons, important to note, I believe, number 5 is Fitch, number 3, Columbiana in the power rankings. So a big matchup between power ranked schools at that, as these are just 2 really good teams. Fitch coming out of D1, Columbiana, of course, the D3 school. As that pitch goes to the outside, 2-0 the count. Columbiana's last chance to try to make something happen against Mason Petridis. It's Brady Kreidler, Trevor Deering, and Baden Pipoli due up in this half inning. 2-0, 2-1 now on Kreidler. Kreidler now the opposing pitcher as he stepped in that 6th for the Clippers. Cuts on and misses at that one. Count goes to 2-2. Searching for the first out here in the 7th. The 2-2 from Petridis. Taking all the way, called. Strike 3 for out number 1. Petridis gets his 4th.
Now batting number 8, Ashton Cavaros.
As the senior Ashton Cacaveros up to bat. As the 0-1 count from Petritas. Wasting little time, kicks and deals as it goes to 0-2. Searching for the second out now is Petritas, trying to make quick work of the Clippers and secure Fitch's 14th win of the season. Going to take a step off of the rubber, gather his composure. Resets now the pitch, and staying alive to fight another pitch is Kakavros. 0-2. The Falcons now. Petritas looking to freeze back-to-back batters. Went up a bit too high with that pitch. It's 1-2. Jack Knight starting this game, going 4 innings of one-hit baseball, allowing 2 walks and striking out 4. Petritas took over and has pitched 2 1/3 of one-run baseball to this point. And he's also struck out 4 for a combined total of 8 strikeouts for Austintown pitching today. Riley McElwain got the start for Columbiana. He went 5 innings, 6 runs crossed. Not all of them earned, as getting back-to-back strikeouts looking, though, as Petritas adds to his total of the day for 5 now. 9 for Falcon pitching. And back to the top of the order, and the last out for Columbiana comes in the form of Baden Paipoli. Paipoli getting his 4th at-bat in the day. Grounding to short, getting hit by a pitch, and hitting a single on the day. The round of ways for Paipoli as a sky ball. Sounds like it got a piece of a bleacher, too. 0-1. As Paipoli. The 0-1. Hits that one. Petritas gloves and fields the toss to first, and that'll do it here at Richard L. Coppola Field, as your Austintown Fitch Falcons are winners today over the Columbiana Clippers by a final score of 6-1. The win will send the Falcons to a record of 14-3 on the season, as Columbiana has now dropped 3 consecutive, as they'll look to refocus as their season record drops to 10-3. Your winning pitcher today is going to be Jack Knight. Again, we said the 4-inning performance, as he'll get the win on the day. Mason Petritas comes in for the 3-inning closeout, as number 5 Fitch defeats number 3 Columbiana again by the final score of 6-1. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in and watching this broadcast of YSN Live Baseball. To our proud owners, both DJ Yoakley and Brian Scott, who were able to bring this game to each and every person unable to make it in attendance tonight. To our GM Steve Leslie, who with his work with Bobstein Park Baseball, YSU Football, and YSNLive.com, the entirety of the Mahoning Valley would not know what to do without Steve Leslie, and so we thank him. But most importantly, to all of you who tuned in and helped support these kids, schools, and communities, you guys are really and truly what YSN Live is all about, and so we thank you. If you were tuning in, supporting your Clippers from Columbiana country, we're clapping along with you all season long, and we thank you for your continued support of the Clippers. If you are right here in the Austintown area supporting your Falcons like you do each and every night, we will love continuing to fly with you here in Austintown. And, of course, always thank you for your continued support, or wherever you may be in the sport of high school baseball. This is Ty Bartell bidding you all a farewell and a good night, everybody.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of your sports network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.